Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mika. So I'm going to be filming a book haul today. If you could not already tell from the title, I've definitely let a lot of these books pile up. I should have done a haul a really long time ago, but like life just got the best of me, you know? And I actually have to be somewhere in like an hour, so I'm gonna try my hardest to film this as fast as I possibly can. I do want to say thank you so much to Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. I work with Book of the Month all the time on my channel. So this month is really exciting for Book of the Month because I'm pretty sure we get 7 books this month. You heard that right, 7 freaking books. That now means Book of the Month ranges from 5 to 7 different book picks every single month. This is for the month of March, so I will be showing you guys all of the March book picks, as well as telling you guys what my personal book pick would be. Book of the Month is a monthly subscription service where you get to pick one out of all the different selections on their website, and it gets delivered straight to your door for the low price of $9.99. That's amazing, especially for a hardcover adult book. We know this. They definitely have a huge range in books, so it ranges from nonfiction to romance to thrillers. So let me show you guys the book picks for the month of March. First up, we have Cartographers, and this is by Penn Shepherd. I really like this cover. Then we have the Book of Cold Cases, and this is by Simone St. James. We have The Verifiers, and this is by Jane Peck. We have The Unsinkable, and this is by Greta James. And then we have Tell Me Everything, the story of a private investigation, and this is by Erica Kroos. Next up, we have The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I would say this one and the next book would be my personal pick. The next one is Dating Dr. Dill, and this is by Nisha Sharma. These two books will probably be the most intriguing to me. This one is a romance and this one is a thriller. And of course, look at the covers. They're so stunning. I can't wait to put these on my shelf. If you are interested in trying out a Book of the Month subscription, you can use my code MikaAugust, as well as the link down below in my description, in order to get your first box for $9.99. Okay, so I got my energy drink because Lord knows I'm going to need it for this video. So it was actually my birthday last week Monday. My birthday is March 7th. I am a Pisces, so some of these books are actually birthday gifts and other books were sent to me by publishing companies. I will clarify what is what while I'm hauling it, and some of these books I did purchase with my own money. So let's get into it. Oh, and some of these might also be Christmas gifts that I got like a while ago and just am finally getting around to hauling now. Yeah, okay, now let's get into it. So the first book I want to show is Gallant, and this is, ooh, is this, can you see that? Gallant by V.E. Schwab. This was sent to me by Harper Voyager, I believe, or Epic Reads. It's literally such a stunning book. I'm absolutely obsessed with the way the cover looks. I don't know if you guys have seen the UK version. If not, I will put it on the screen. But I'm also obsessed with the UK version of this book. So this is about a girl who lives in a sprawling manor, and there is an iron door that she is not allowed to open. And I believe this world also has to do a lot with like dark shadows and magic. So it's kind of giving Coraline. Is that just me? Like an iron door that you're not allowed to open? Well, yeah, because there's a door in Coraline and she's not really allowed to go through, but she goes through it anyways. So this seems like it would be perfect to read during like fall time or spooky season. The next book I got was actually sent to me by Leo PR, and that is Not the Witch You Wed, and this is by April Asher. This is obviously a romance book. So this is about a magicless witch named Violet who wants absolutely nothing to do with a alpha wolf shifter. So this takes place in New York City, so I'm assuming that this is just like a paranormal romance, and y'all know I love me some paranormal romance. Then we have this arc that I am honestly in shock that I received. I had no idea I was getting in the mail until I unboxed this, and I was like, whoa. But it is Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. So first of all, look at this stunning arc. Like, it's beautiful. If you don't know what an arc is, it is an advanced reader's copy, which is the copy that a lot of readers slash reviewers and bloggers get before the release of a book. in order to, you know, give feedback and promote the book before its release day. Flatiron Books sent this my way. It says, "Who doesn't believe in things they can't explain?" This comes out June of this year, 2022, and it's a big one. It's big and it's floppy, but honestly, I'm excited for this. Like, I believe this is how the cover is actually going to end up looking. So this is so cool. I can't wait to take a picture and post this on my Instagram. Next up, we have a book that Simon Teen sent to me, and that is The Cursed Workers, White Cat, Red Glove, Black Heart, and this is by Holly Black. This is a bind up of this entire series. It is a complete trilogy. I literally have never heard of these books ever. So thank you to Simon Teen for sending these to me and putting me onto a new Holly Black series. I definitely will give this a read eventually. It's huge. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Like, this is massive. Books like this really intimidate me and scare me because I don't have any space anywhere on my shelves for stuff like this. So hopefully I can find somewhere to put this. Okay, next up we have some special editions. First up we have Kingdom of the Curse by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the Fairy Loot edition. This is the second book in the Kingdom of the Wicked. I don't know if it's a trilogy. It might just be a series. I actually did really enjoy Kingdom of the Wicked when I read it. It wasn't anything like spectacular or like life-changing, but I did enjoy it. It was fast and pretty easy to read. I'm really excited for the second book though. I know the romance in this apparently was amazing, so I'm really looking forward to that. I did manage to get my hands on the first Fairy Loot edition of this book, which was really hard, might I add, but one of my friends is amazing and sent me her copy for free. I managed to purchase the second one, and yeah, they're stunning. I'm really happy I have these. Okay, so the next one is actually a Waterstones edition, and that is the Atlas 6, and this is by Olivia Blake. It's the Waterstones signed exclusive edition, so it is signed on the inside. Definitely can't see that, but just take my word for it. And then the edges look like this. I don't know if you can tell, but they're not sparkly. I thought they were going to be sparkly on the website, on the Waterstones website. It literally looked so sparkly. I was like, oh my god, this would be stunning. I can't wait to put this out on my shelves. But I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could have gotten my hands on the Illumicrate one, because the Illumicrate one is absolutely beautiful, but that was a whole mess trying to buy, and like, I don't know if they're even gonna make those in stock anymore. So yeah, I mean, from a distance it doesn't look too bad, but like, it's just, I thought it was just gonna be sparkly. Either way, I shouldn't be complaining. It's still a beautiful edition overall. Okay, next up I got sent this book by Simon Teen, and that is Very Bad People by Kit Frick. This is the author of I Killed Zoe Spanos, which I have not read. So the next book I actually already hauled technically. If you watched my last video, which was me going book shopping in New York, I only bought one book because I couldn't find the books that I was actually looking for. And yeah, I bought I bought New Moon. This was the like special signed edition. No, was it signed? I don't even think it was signed, but it was a special edition, and I saw it at the Strand and I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me. And also, I don't have a hardcover of New Moon. I have the paperback, so on my shelf it doesn't look too out of place, like no one really notices, but I have been wanting a hardcover of it anyways. So the only thing that kind of upsets me is that this special edition sticker doesn't come off, but that's okay, because one of these that like underneath the dust jacket, it literally just has the book. Like, this is the hardcover, and it does have a poster and a snippet of Eclipse. There's like a little quote back here. If you want to know what the quote says, go watch my last video. I like read it out loud. Next up I have Ain't Burned All the Bright, and this is by Jason Reynolds, and the artwork is by Jason Griffin. This book is heavy, like it's really heavy, but the inside is just so cool. The little note that came with the book literally says breathe in, and then when you open it, it says breathe out, and then it has a little note from the author, and I just think that's so like well thought out and sweet. Next up we have these two books that Disney Books sent me, or Big Honcho Media. Broken Wish, a mirror novel, which I actually do have this book already. I have it in hardcover, so I might do a giveaway and give away this one. And then they sent me the second book, I believe, in this series, and that is Shattered Midnight by Danielle Clayton, and this is the hardcover. The covers like are beautiful, they're stunning, we love it. I have a few of the same Sarah J Maas book to show y'all. I'm just gonna do a little preface. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different editions of the same book. So if that upsets you, like, I'm sorry. I did buy all of these with my own money. If you didn't know, House of Sky and Breath came out last month. Yeah, because it's March, and it came out in February. And I went a little ham. I went ham. I'm gonna be honest. I did go in on these editions. As you know, behind me I have a Crescent City shelf. I was thinking, what am I gonna do when, you know, the next book comes out and all these other editions come out, and I ended up buying all of the other editions. I did. I bought the matching editions to these books, and I'll explain them all to you right now. So first up, I want to show you guys my Books A Million edition, aka BAM. So it's literally just the regular US edition, but this one has Rune's exclusive chapter, and I love Rune. Love Rune so much. Probably one of my favorite characters in this series now. If y'all haven't read this book, like, Rune. That's all I have to say. If you don't like Rune, something's wrong with you. I've never been as invested in a secondary character in a Sarah J Maas book as I have, period. So yeah, I ended up getting this just for Rune's special chapter, which I have not read yet. I am going to read his special chapter soon. And what's cool is that Books A Million actually sent this magazine. It's a book page magazine, February 2022. And it has Crescent City on it. And I didn't even like buy this with the book. It literally just came because I bought it online and it just came in the package. Okay, so the next edition is actually the Waterstones. So this is the UK Waterstones edition. This is the equivalent to the Barnes & Noble signed exclusive edition, but I could not get my hands on the Barnes & Noble one. It sold out so fast, but I did manage to get my hands on the Waterstones one before it sold out. So she didn't do a signed personalized copy like she did for the first book. So this is the signature page. You can see her signature. It literally says, this special signed first edition Crescent City House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J Maas has been exclusively bound and produced by the publisher. And Waterstones didn't do sprayed edges. I thought they were gonna do blue sprayed edges like they did with the exclusive edition of the first book. Then I got the tour edition. This is the exclusive edition if you bought tickets to her tour. She was pregnant, so she actually didn't do a live tour. She did a pre-filmed one, and on the back this one says light it up. So I love it. I love it so much. It has a ribbon bookmark, I believe, but other than that it's pretty much like the standard copy. Like, there's no special content or anything in here. And then I had to go to my local Barnes & Noble and get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I am actually insane, but yes, I did that. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. This one has this special content with Bryce and Hunt at the end of the book. And then I believe this one is literally just the regular edition that I got off of Amazon because it came the day it released, and I just wanted the book in my hands the day it released. But yeah, those are my Crescent City copies. I'm literally insane, but you can see the difference between the US ones and the UK ones. So the next book was actually a gift from one of my really good friends, Shrey, and she sent me the second book in the Magic Bite series, Magic Burns by Alona Andrews. I love the series when I read it. It is a long series. I believe it's like 11, yeah, I think it's 11 or 10 books in the series, and I don't even own the first one. I don't even think I have the first one on my wish list, but I love the series, and the second and the third book are some of my favorites in the entire series anyways. I'm really happy and I'm super grateful. I love Shrey so much. Like, she literally just knows me so well, and I probably would have never bought this for myself just because I always forget about it. Next up, we actually have another birthday gift from one of my friends, Amber, and she got me Culty by Mariana Zapata, and it's actually freaking signed by her, which so sweet. And it did also come with a bookmark. I love Mariana Zapata. I'm like really happy that she's gotten super famous within the last few years, because if you know, and you've been watching my channel for a really long time, in my old really cringy vlogs, which I hope none of you guys ever go back and watch, I was reading her books a really long time ago, like back when I first started my channel. So this is, it means a lot to me. So thank you so much, Amber, for sending this. I can't wait to put it on my shelf. I can't wait to build my Mariana Zapata shrine. So the next book, I don't know if I've already hauled or not. I don't think I have, but just in case, I'm gonna haul it anyways. And that is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is the rich, girl has to go to like a small town because she has gotten her privileges revoked type of story. And I love those. Like, those are really fun to me. So I can't wait to read this. I have heard really good things about it. I've heard good things about the smut and the romance in general. So I'm excited. All right, next up we have Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. This was actually sent to me by Leo PR. Kristen, you are literally my everything. This one, I literally read it in one day. I read it in a few hours. It put me through emotional chaos. I'll say that. I'll definitely say that. I read it back in December, like right before it came out, and I don't even want to look at this book for too long. Like, it just brings back too many memories. But this was really good. I have a love-hate relationship with Colleen Hoover. It Ends With Us was definitely not my favorite by her. I did not like that book. I know, unpopular opinion, sorry girlies. This book, I think you can definitely tell her writing is way better than it used to be, and everything just made sense in this story, and the way it was written, it was just written very beautifully, and I didn't like take a pause at any point and be like, what does this even mean? Because sometimes with her writing, it's very hit or miss for me. I honestly like really enjoyed this. So if you don't really like Colleen Hoover but you want to give her a try, I'd recommend reading this book first. And like, low-key, I was an OG Colleen Hoover reader. Like, I read her back during Slammed era, and I loved Slam back in the day. But I want to say Heartbone and this book, so freaking good. I can't wait to read some of her like newer books. Like, I think I'm gonna read Confess. I think her newer books have definitely been more my style. Okay, so the next book is a Penelope Douglas book, and that is Corrupt. I found this on Mercari for $20, and if you have not checked to see how much this book is going for, it's going for a lot of freaking money right now. It's like the lowest I could find it was $50, and I was like, you know what, I'm mad I didn't just buy the series when the original covers were out. So I ended up just seeing the $20 one, and I was like, I'm buying you immediately. I bought it. I'm really happy I have it, because the new covers are not really my thing. Like, they're okay, but I like these more, the original ones. Speaking of the originals, I got the original of Hideaway, and this is the second book in the series. It's absolutely one of my favorites, and a subscriber actually saw my book haul, saw me talk about how I really wanted this book but couldn't find it anywhere, and she sent it to me for free. Thank you so much, Kaylani, for sending me this book. It was just a really sweet gesture, and I was not expecting it, so yeah, thank you again. Next up, we have a book that Wednesday Books sent to me, and this was Full Flight. I don't know what this is about. Probably a very cute contemporary romance, or a very sad one, because don't let these covers fool you. This is probably actually really sad. Then I got Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and I believe Simon Teen sent this to me as well. But the thing is that I already think I have this, so again, I might be doing a giveaway. Any books that I'm sent duplicates of, I most likely will be giving them away. Keep a lookout for that. Next up, we have a book that Tor actually sent to me, and that is Siren Queen. This is about a Chinese American girl from Hungarian Hill and what she will do in order to be casted in Hollywood, and if that means becoming similar to the monster she wants to play, so be it. So that sounds very interesting. Next up, we have The Lost Dreamer by Liz Huerta, and this, I believe, is about indigenous people, and it is a fantasy inspired by ancient Mesoamerica. Then we have Love Radio by E-Boy Liddell, and this is a like coming of age story. The Damage by Tijan, and this one was sent to me by S&P Romance. This man's kind of fun on the cover. Is that just me? This is definitely more of the action-packed type of romance novel, which I have not read that type of story in a really long time. I'm definitely excited for this, and it looks pretty short. I think I would be able to read that in like a day. Bloomsbury sent me This Wicked Fate by Kaylin Barron, which is the second book to This Poison Heart, so I'm really looking forward to this. I got this from Simon, and it's Scander and the Unicorn Thief. I believe this is middle grade. And then I bought the UK edition of Catwoman Soul Stealer. It's very pretty. It is signed by her. For Christmas, one of my friends, Michelle, actually got me Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, which I do know this is a favorite of a lot of people, so I am intrigued to read this. I see like music notes, so I'm wondering if someone is a musician. Yeah, this is one of Colleen Hoover's older books, so I'm a bit nervous to read it. Hope I like it, because right now I'm really split in the middle with Colleen Hoover. Like, I really am. I want to like her books really badly, but then there's some books that I enjoy from her and other books that I'm just like, no. Let's see where this one falls under. Hopefully I like it. Then we have a book that I'm actually currently reading, and that is Book of Night by Holly Black. I have thoughts so far. I'm actually a lot further in. I've been reading it on my Kindle, not physically. Maybe I should read the book physically instead, because I think what's slowing me down is that I can't see technically how far I am in the story, because I'm looking on here and I'm still very much in the beginning of the book, but it's not catching my interest as much as I thought it was going to be. So I'm hoping and praying that if I pick up the book physically and just read it that way, it'll be a lot easier for me to read, and it'll catch my interest a bit more. My problem is, like, I'm in the mood for romance. Like, I want a fantasy book, but I want romance in my fantasy, and I don't know if this is going to deliver how, like, The Cruel Prince delivered Jude Carden, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like where I am mentally. I'll keep you guys updated on how I feel about this book, but I am really happy to even own an ARC of it. Hopefully I end up liking this. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Next up, I got The Rumor Game, and this was sent to me by Big Honcho Media, I believe, but the publishing is Hyperion. So next up, I got Between Ink and Shadows. This was actually given to me by one of my best friends, Una. She gave this to me on my birthday, which is so sweet. I had been wanting this for quite some time. It's pretty short. Like, this is a fantasy book, I believe. Like, that is a serve if I've ever seen one. So the next 3 books were actually sent to me actually randomly. I don't even think these were like a Christmas or a birthday gift. One of my followers, Jared, sent me over these 3 books, which was so kind. Like, you did not need to do that. That was literally so out of the blue, and I was in shock when I got home and I opened the package. First up, he sent me Sooo by Toni Morrison. I had to read this in school and I absolutely loved it, and it does follow a Haitian American. I do remember reading it and being able to be like, whoa, like, I never really see my culture in books. So that was very interesting and intriguing, and this edition is stunning. I can't wait to force my mom to read it now that I have a physical copy. Then he sent me this really pretty edition of The Great Gatsby. I don't know what edition exactly it is, but it was illustrated by Claire Sherrock. If I had every single classic book in this edition, I would read classics all the time, I think. And then Jared sent me Where the Sidewalk Ends by Del Silverstein, and I loved this book growing up. Poems and stories, it just reminds me so much of my childhood. Where the Sidewalk Ends and The Light in the Attic, those were just staples to me as a kid, and it brings back so many good memories. I think this poem is from A Light in the Attic, but it's stuck in my head. I've literally always remembered it, and it's, there's too many kids in this tub, there's too many elbows to scrub. I just watched it behind that I'm sure wasn't mine. There's too many kids in this tub, and I don't know why that specific poem has just been ingrained in my brain forever. So thank you again to Jared for sending me these. Too kind. Anyone who sends me anything, like, you guys are so sweet, and you do not have to do that, like, at all, but I appreciate it so much. Like, thank you for helping me aid my addiction and build my book collection even more. Next up, Epic Reads sent me This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi, and I'm excited for this one. I have been saying how a lot of the books that I've been reading so far this year are very mid and not that great. Not that they're not great, but they're just like okay, you know? And I feel like this one is going to be very good. Whenever I say that, people are like, you need to read This Woven Kingdom. Like, This Woven Kingdom is amazing. You're gonna love it. It's gonna help you get out of your like mini slump. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just read it and figure it out for myself. The only thing is that it's a first in the series. I don't like reading books that are first in series, only because I want the other books immediately. Like, I don't want to have to wait however long I have to wait for the next book, but I will definitely be reading this soon. I also ended up getting the Arc of Gallant, which I found out way too late. But yeah, I found out that I got the ARC way too late because I procrastinated opening all my packages, and I think the book was coming out in like a few days. But yeah, still super cool. So next up we have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I was reading this in my last vlog. And then for my birthday, Shrey also got me Terms and Conditions. This is a main character who is a black girl, and it's marriage of convenience, and it's everything I could probably want in a book. So I'm super excited for this, and I can't wait to read it. I literally just want to finish this book so I could get to this one. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Can we talk about how pretty these editions are, and like the colors go so well together? So next up we have these books that I actually got for Christmas from one of my really good friends, Sin, and she sent me the entire Maid series by Danielle Laurie. So first up we have The Sweetest Oblivion, and then we have The Maddest Obsession, which I believe is the one that everyone and their freaking mother is obsessed with. They talk about, like, I think Christian and Gianna's book, maybe? Yeah, the fact that I know the ships and everything, just because people on Twitter don't ever shut up. So I know everything about every single book ever if it's mentioned on Twitter. And then the last book is The Darkest Temptation. So some people are also telling me that this series will get me out of my reading slump. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then we have Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. The last 2 books that I showed you, so the main series and this book, are all dark romances. I believe this is a dark fantasy romance, so I can't wait to start this. This was also a birthday gift from one of my friends, Mel. She's also a Pisces, so we love Mel. We love Mel either way, but like it just helps that she's also a Pisces. And then Simon Teen sent me, okay, well my camera died in the middle of me trying to figure that out, but I figured out that it is actually the Ugly series, and the way the spines line up is just amazing, and the first book cover is just stunning and beautiful, and whoever designed these covers, like, kudos to you. Simon Teen also sent me over the new covers in the Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. So it's these really pretty pastel shades, and I think these are so nice. I don't think I really liked the Summer I Turned Pretty series when I was younger. It took me a while to get into them, or at least the first book, and I didn't like it when I was younger, and I really did not have any expectations for books back then. So I'm wondering if I reread them, if I like them. Almost forgot, but Simon Teen also sent me Bold Words from Black Women, Inspiration and Truth from 50 Extraordinary Leaders Who Helped Shape Our World. This is Serena Williams. It says it's about getting up when you are down, dusting yourself off, and asking, is that the best you got? Because I have God with me and I can take whatever comes my way. So I guess we'll end the video on that note. Leave down below a star emoji if you have watched all the way to this point in the video. Don't forget to check out Book of the Month using my code mikathebookaholic and the link down below in the description, and follow me on all my social media on Instagram, Twitter, you know the drill. It'll all be linked down below. I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
East and the west, racking up on my breath, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me to the test, got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest.